My master plan to take over the world begins tonight. Are you crazy? I haven't showered in 6 years and have no plans to change. Well, hello there. Today we're going to use an idiom, on the other hand, and some pictures to create conversations. Whew. Let's start by talking about what this idiom means, on the other hand. So if someone says on the other hand, it means from a different, conflicting, or contrary point of view. Or it's looking at things from a different perspective, through someone else's eyes. If something is conflicting, it means it doesn't agree with something else. If I say I love chocolate ice cream, and you say, ugh, I love vanilla ice cream, we have a conflicting or contrary point of view. We don't agree. We have different perspectives. Here's an example with the idiom. You're a great cook. On the other hand, you're the worst driver I've ever seen. You're horrible. Okay, so it starts out, you're a great cook, which is a compliment. Then on the other hand, when you hear on the other hand, and something good came before it, something bad's probably going to come after it. So you're a great cook. On the other hand, however, from a different perspective, you're the worst driver I've ever seen. You're horrible. You run into old ladies. You run over dogs. You crash into the wall. You're always looking at your cell phone while you're driving. You're the worst driver ever. All right, let's move forward. We have a picture. We're going to make a conversation, and we're going to use the idiom on the other hand. First, I think we're going to talk about the picture. Let's describe this picture and make sure we know what's going on. Okay, so when I look at this picture, I see a mom and her son. It looks like the son and the mom are both sitting on the floor. The location, I would say it's inside a house, or maybe a cabin. The floor and the wall look to be made of the same kind of dark wood. There's a map on the floor in front of the son. The son is looking up at his mom, and his mom kind of has a scrunched face looking back at her son. I think it's like a cute face, like they're playing. It's not a mean face. And the son, he looks happy and he looks confident. The son has light-colored blonde hair, very light-colored hair, and it's kind of short, not very long. He has a long-sleeve, dark blue shirt. He has blue jeans on. At the bottom of the blue jeans, they're rolled up, which his pants were probably too long, so they rolled them up at the bottom. And he's barefoot. He's not wearing any shoes or socks. And his finger is pointing to somewhere on the map. The mom, she is wearing a gray sweater, and the gray sweater has holes in it. Underneath her sweater, it looks like she has a white shirt, and she probably wears a shirt because the sweater is see-through. She has kind of short brown hair, and the hair has different shades. There's streaks of lighter brown, and there's darker brown, and who knows if she highlighted her hair with different colors. I don't know. She has black pants on, and she has tennis shoes. And so it looks like they're sharing a nice moment, and okay. So let's get back to the conversation. Let's see what they're talking about. First, the son is talking. My master plan to take over the world begins tonight. Mom, on the other hand, you could just eat your mac and cheese and go to bed. Son, what? Didn't you hear me? I'm planning world domination. Mom, well, on the other hand, you could play with some Legos instead. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and make the idiom bold. Make sure that it's easy to see and that it pops out at us. on the other hand. All right, a quick check, make sure I didn't make any typing mistakes. All right, so now I'm going to say the conversation at regular speed. Okay, here we go. Son, my master plan to take over the world begins tonight. Mom, on the other hand, you could just eat your mac and cheese and go to bed. Son, what? Didn't you hear me? I'm planning world domination. Mom, well, on the other hand, you could play with some Legos instead. I would say in this conversation, the kid's quite serious and he has a plan. He has a goal. He's going to take over the world. However, Mom doesn't really believe him and just is kind of, let's play. Let's go eat some mac and cheese. Play some Legos. Mac and cheese. Do you know what mac and cheese is? I think we should look it up. See what it is. Let's use Google image search and we're going to put in mac and cheese. Are you ready? Tasty, tasty. Oh, okay. I see mac and cheese and it looks absolutely delicious. I grew up eating mac and cheese. I still eat mac and cheese. And mac is short for macaroni. So macaroni and cheese. And it's a very, very, very common dish in the United States. And it's pretty good. Sometimes they use different kinds of pasta. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, here we go. This one uses spiral pasta. So they still call it mac and cheese, but the shape of the pasta is a little bit different. This one is a macaroni shape. And the one that seems to be common is like the elbow shape. This, where it's like a short little tube and it's curved. Okay. That's mac and cheese. Delicious. I think we should probably get back to the conversation. Okay, so that was mac and cheese. Legos, I'm pretty sure you know what Legos are, but let's look it up because Google is awesome. Let's see, let's find it here. No. Ah, there we are. Let's look up Legos. And yes, so we have Legos. They even made a few Lego movies. I remember Legos have been around for a long time. My daughter likes Legos. Okay, so let's go back to the conversation. All right, so once again, the kid is focused on world domination. And Mom's just like, I don't think so. We're gonna, let's see, let me fix that. Okay. So she's more focused on, let's eat dinner, play some Legos, and then we'll see what's happening. Okay. So, on the other hand is used 2 times in this conversation. That's the idiom. And so the first time Mom says, on the other hand, you could just eat your, the mac and cheese is gone. Okay. So Mom says, on the other hand, you could just eat your mac and cheese and go to bed. And I got rid of the Legos. They're back. Okay. So Mom says, on the other hand, you could just eat your mac and cheese and go to bed. So she could have said, from a different point of view, or another way to look at things, you could just eat your mac and cheese and go to bed. Quite similar with the other times she says, on the other hand, well, on the other hand, you could play with some Legos instead. Well, another way to do things is you could play with some Legos instead. Where the future will go after this conversation, I don't know. I don't imagine the mom's going to allow him to take over the world. But looks like he has a goal, he has some plans, he's got his map, and who knows what's going to happen with world domination. Domination means you completely control everything. So if it's world domination, that means you're controlling the world. You're controlling the globe, the earth, everything in it. That's what the son wants. His master plan is like his big plan, his very unique plan, his biggest plan ever. It's the main plan in his life, his main goal, the master plan. And it begins tonight. Whatever that means. Okay, I think we explained everything in this conversation. I think, yes, what? Let's do another conversation. Oh, and of course, we're going to use idiom. We're going to make a conversation, and we have Ava and Mia. I think we should take a look at this conversation and look at the picture. We're going to describe it. Okay, so it looks like we have two girls, Ava and Mia. And Ava's on the left side, Mia's on the right side. The location or the environment, they're outside. I would say it's midday. You can't see the sun because it looks quite cloudy. And it looks like there are mountains and hills in the background. But I'd say it's a pretty nice day. They don't have umbrellas or raincoats. It's not raining. It's a clear day. Bit cloudy, but still bright out. And it looks like if they walk straight forward through the brushes, they'd probably fall off a cliff. So they're probably standing back behind the bushes and the brush so that they don't fall off the cliff. Not quite sure what they're looking at. Maybe they're looking into the sun. You can see that this part of her head is a little bit brighter, so the light must be coming from that direction. Ava and Mia, they both have their arms outstretched. They even have their fingers stretched out, wide open. Ava is wearing looks like a brown sweater. She has two bracelets on her left arm. Looks like she has a ring on her right hand, the finger of her right hand. She has long hair. It looks like she probably dyed her hair because it's bright, light colored at the end and darker closer on the scalp, on the top of her head. So it looks like her natural color is growing out. And if she waits long enough and if she doesn't dye her hair again, then it's going to be all a dark color. Looks like she has a camera hung over her shoulder on a strap. And it looks like a big camera. I don't know exactly what model, but it has a lens on it, a full lens. So it's probably a nice camera for taking great pictures. Mia, she has a backpack on. She has much shorter hair than Ava. Looks like her fingernails are painted red. She has a bracelet on her left arm. She has a dark colored shirt on and pants. And yeah. So they're outside, two girls in the wilderness, arms in the air. Let's see what they're talking about. Okay, so first Ava, what a great way to dry our armpits. On the other hand, we look weird. Mia, who cares? In a few minutes, our armpits will be smelling like roses. Ava, on the other hand, we could just wear deodorant and shower more often. Mia, are you crazy? I haven't showered in 6 years and have no plans to change. Interesting. Let's make the idioms bold so they jump out. On the other hand, okay, let's take a look. Make sure I don't make any mistakes. Okay, I'm going to say the conversation at regular speed. Ava, what a great way to dry our armpits. On the other hand, we look weird. Mia, who cares? In a few minutes, our armpits will be smelling like roses. Ava, on the other hand, we could just wear deodorant and shower more often. Mia, are you crazy? I haven't showered in 6 years and have no plans to change. Let's just say it's good that they are standing outside, because if they were standing inside, their body odor, the smell from their body, their sweat, would probably be really bad. Okay, so Ava's the first one. She says, on the other hand, we look weird. She could say, from a different perspective, we look weird. Weird is just another way to say strange, not normal, abnormal. Ava also says, on the other hand, we could just wear deodorant and shower more often. So, or she could have said, another way to do things would be to just wear deodorant and shower more often. Armpits. Let's see what armpits are. What do you say we go to Google image search once again, and we'll look up armpits and see if armpits are what you're thinking they are. Armpits. So armpits are just the under part of your arm, right? Nothing super exciting. Looks like this lady's been sweating. Probably like those two girls. So they have their arms up and they're trying to dry. Another word in the conversation was deodorant. Let's see what deodorant is. It's that stuff you rub underneath your arms, so it's supposed to protect you and keep you from smelling and offending other people. All right, let's head back to the conversation. Okay, let's see. Smelling like roses just means, they don't actually mean roses. She means smelling wonderful, fresh, dry, wonderful. So what's happening in this picture, these girls came out and they thought a great way to smell better, at least in the armpit region of their body, is to raise up their arms and let the air flow through and dry them out. Ava, she seems to start having different ideas how they should live their lifestyle. We could just wear deodorant and shower more often. I think Mia is the strong-minded one in this relationship. Are you crazy? I haven't showered in 6 years and have no plans to change. Okay, so we have two girls enjoying their time outside in the wilderness and they want to dry their armpits. Is this a regular conversation? I don't know. A little bit strange, but it's a good way to use the idiom on the other hand. Okay, that was our second conversation. So today we used the idiom on the other hand with some pictures and we created conversations. All right, I hope you had as much fun as I did. Have a wonderful day.